Welcome to Lesson 8 of Differential Calculus, which is the applications of maxima and minima, higher order derivatives, and time rates. So let's start with the applications of maxima and minima. Let's say, for example, our number one problem, we have to find two numbers whose sum is 9. The product of one by the square of the other is a maximum. So sabi sa problem number 1, meron tayong two numbers. So let X be one number and Y be another number. And then, may condition tayo dito. Sabi, the sum of the numbers, two numbers, is equals to 9. Therefore, kung kukunin natin yung Y is simply equals to 9 minus X. And then, meron pa ditong isang sinabing condition, no? So, sabi, the product of one by the square of the other is a maximum. So, yung product ni X times Y is maximum. Oh, sorry. Product ni X, square of one, product of one by the square of the other, no? Square. So, X squared times Y is the product. Ito, dapat maximum daw siya. Okay? So, para ma-solve natin yan, palitan muna natin kasi magiging two unknowns tayo, no? So, palitan natin yung Y ng 9 minus X. So, yung product, equal ngayon yan sa X squared times 9 minus X. Okay? Distribute na lang natin, no? Para hindi tayo mahirapan mamaya sa pag-derive. So, you get 9x squared minus x cubed. Tapos, pwede na nating kunin yung derivative nitong P, ng product. So, derivative of the product with respect to x is equals to 18, 18x minus 3x squared. Okay. Now, etong 18x minus 3x squared, dahil maxima yung hinahanap natin, i-equate natin yan sa 0. So, yung 18x minus 3x squared equal yan sa 0. Okay, meron tayong common factor between 18x at saka minus 3x squared. Yun yung 3x. So, yung 3x, labas natin, we get 6 minus x. Okay, is equals to 0. So, again, magkakaroon tayo ng two roots dito. Yung isa, 3x is equals to 0. Yung isa naman, 6 minus x is equals to 0. So, dito, masasolve na natin yung x divided by 3. Yan. Maka-cancel natin yung 3 dito. So, ang x natin dito sa side na to is 0. While on the other side, we get negative x is equals to negative 6. Divide both sides by negative 1 para maging positive. So, yung x natin dito is equals to 6. Ngayon, Kung ang x natin ay 0, ang magiging product niyan, no? If x is equals to 0, ang product niya, 0 din. Okay? Kasi x squared times y. Pero, kung ang x natin ay equal sa 6, ang magiging y natin is equals to 3, ang product natin would be 6 squared times 3, which is 36 times 3 will yield 108. So, yung product dito sa second condition, naging maximum, 108. Therefore, sabi natin na yung x natin is equal to 6 at y natin is equals to 3. Ito yung two numbers natin. X equals to 6, y is equals to 3. Ngayon naman, sa second problem, sabi an open box is to be made from a square piece of cardboard 18 centimeter by 18 centimeter by cutting equal squares out of the corners and turning up the sides. Find the dimensions of the box with maximum volume. Sa number 2, mas magandang i-drawing natin siya. So pag dilinawin natin siya, may box daw tayo, no? May box. Yan. So, square box yan. Square box. Ay, gagawa daw tayo ng box gamit tong 18 by 18, no? Na cardboard. Ay, pero, itutupi daw natin yung corner, which is X value. X, X. This is X. So, mangyayari, no? Ang magiging length niya na is 18 minus 2x dahil dito sa dalawang x na to. So, from here to here, ito yung 18 minus 2x. Same goes dito. Ah. So, ito yung 18 minus 2x. So, mangyayari dito sa box na to or dito sa cardboard, ang magiging length ng box is 18 minus 2x. Ang magiging width ng box dahil rectangular width ya, or rather, rectangular box siya. Ay, sorry, not rectangular but a square box, no? Correct me. That is a square box. So width din nito is 18 minus 2x. Tapos, ang height niya would be x. Okay? So, ang hinahanap natin dito is maximum volume. So, para magkaroon tayo ng maximum volume, no? Maximum volume is simply equal to, kung square yan, side squared times height. Side squared times height. So, ito, equal yan sa side. Ito rin, equal yan sa side. Okay. So, compute na natin. Plug lang natin yung mga value nung side and height. no? So, yung volume natin, equal yan sa 18 minus 2x quantity squared. Yan yung side squared times yung height, which is x. Okay, para madali yung pagsosolve natin, expand muna natin yung, yung term na to. Expand natin siya. Expand natin yung term na to. So, pag in-expand natin yan, using FOIL method, no? Or kahit anong method na alam niyo, you will get 324 minus 72x plus 4x squared times x. And then, distribute natin yung x sa loob. So, magiging equation natin ngayon is 324x minus 72x squared plus 4x cubed. Yan. At dito na tayo mag-differentiate. So, differentiate natin itong function na to. So, dv all over dx is equals to 324 minus 144x plus 12x squared. And then, we can factor out, we can factor out 12 from the terms. So, pag pinactor out natin yung 12 dito, sa mga terms niya, we get dv all over dx is equals to 12 times 27 minus 12x plus x squared. So, ito ngayon yung i-equate natin to 0. No? So, we get 12. Tapos, rewrite ko na lang siya na descending exponent x squared minus 12x plus 27 is equals to 0. Pag dinivide both sides natin yan by 12, cancel dito. Ang magiging equation na lang natin, okay, magiging equation na lang natin is x squared minus 12x plus 27 is equals to 0. Itong term na to, pwede pa siyang i-factor out as x minus 9 and x minus 3, which is equals to 0. So again, magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang value ng x dito. So 1 coming from x minus 9 equals to 0 and x minus 3 equals to 0. So x equals to 9 and x equals to 3. Yan yung dalawang x's na makukuha natin. Ngayon, itetest natin kung ano ba sa kanila yung makakapagbibigay ng maximum volume. Okay. So, kung x is equals to 9, the volume natin ngayon is equals to 18 minus ah 2 times 9, yan, squared times 9. Kay eto, volume nito, equal yan sa 0 squared times 9. So, magiging volume mo dito is 0. So, hindi siya maximum. Ngayon, kung 3 naman yung x natin, volume natin is equals to, volume natin is equals to 18 minus 2 times 3 squared times 3. So, yung magiging volume natin dito ay, ito ay magiging 18 minus 6, 12. So, 12 squared times 3. So, ang volume natin dito is 432 cubic centimeter. Sorry, ito pala may cubic centimeter din. Cubic centimeter. So, ibig sabihin, at this point, no, if x is equals to 3, mataas yung volume. The volume is maximum. Therefore, yung length natin, no, the length is 18 minus 2 times 3, that is 12 centimeter. Yung width, that is 18 minus 2 times 3, that is 12 centimeter. At saka yung height na height, that is equals to x, which is 3 centimeter. So, so the dimension of the box is 12 centimeter by 12 centimeter by 3 centimeter. So, ito na yung final volume or rather, final dimensions ng box natin. Yan. So, the last number, find two numbers whose sum is 6 such that the sum of their cubes is minimum. So, sa number 3, dalawang number na naman tayo, no? So, yung x, one number, and y, another number. Tapos, sabi nga nun, condition natin, x plus y equal yan sa 6. So, therefore, ang y natin equal sa x minus, o baliktad, sorry. Equal yan niya sa 6 minus x. Okay. Tapos, may sabi dito, the sum, no? The sum of their cubes is minimum. So, the sum of their cubes. So, x cube plus y cube is minimum. Okay? So, para maging isang, ano na lang to, isang variable na lang to, substitute natin yung 6 minus x sa y. So, sum is equals to x cube plus 6 minus x quantity cube. Okay? So, ito na yung working equation natin. And then, dito na tayo mag-differentiate. So, pag kinuha natin yung ds with respect to dx, differential of sum, no? So, this is 3x squared plus 3 times 6 minus x quantity squared times yung differential nung negative x is negative 1, no? So itong portion na to, this is product chain rule. Okay? Then simplify natin siya, no? ds all over dx is equals to 3 times x squared minus 6 minus x quantity squared. Kasi ito na-equate natin sa 0. No, para makuha na natin yung minima. So, you get 3 times x squared minus 6 minus x quantity squared that is equals to 0. Okay, when we divide both sides by 3, by the constant 3, okay, cancel tayo dito. Matitira na lang x squared minus 6 minus x quantity squared is equals to 0. Okay? Ngayon, pwede nating, pwede kayong dumirekta na lang or kung nahihirapan kayong dumirekta na lang mag-factory, pwedeng i-let nyo na lang na si x dA. Tapos, si 6 minus x b, letter B. So, mangyayari dito, you will have a squared minus b squared is equals to 0. So, ito, pwede mo siya ma-factor as a minus b tsaka a plus b is equals to 0. Pag na-factor out mo na siyang ganyan, no? So, magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang values. So, a minus b is equals to 0. A plus b is equals to 0. Tapos, substitute mo na ulit yung original value nila. So, si A, yan ay x. Si B ay 6 minus x. So, minus 6 minus x is equals to 0. Okay. So, dito, no, simplify na lang natin, x minus 6, negative, negative, positive, x is equals to 0. So, we have 2x transpose 6 to the right side equals to 6. Divide both sides by 2. By both sides by 2. Cancel it sa left side. X is equals to x equals to 3. No? Yan yung yan yung one possible number natin. Ito pa lang yun. Ito pa lang yun. Ito. Ito pa lang yan. Yan. Then, try naman natin tong A plus B. So, Substitute ulit natin. Ang A natin is X. Ang B natin is 6 minus X. So that will be equal to 0. So this is X plus 6 minus X equals to 0. Cancel yung X. Matitira na lang 6, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, reject tong, no, this part should be rejected. Okay, reject to. Therefore, ang kukunin natin value ng x ay 3. Kung ang x natin ay 3, sabi natin, y natin is 6 minus x. Therefore, si y is 6 minus 3. Kaya yung y natin dito is equals to 3. So, therefore, the two numbers are 3 and 3. Ayan. Yan yung final answer para sa number 3. Ngayon, punta naman tayo sa application ng higher order derivatives. And specifically, pwede natin itong magamit sa pagsosolve ng velocity and acceleration. Velocity is the first derivative of speed, while acceleration is the second derivative of speed, or the first derivative ng velocity. So when we get the velocity, that is simply the limit of delta S all over delta T as delta T approaches 0, or simply derivative of S, the speed, with respect to time. While acceleration is equal to the limit of delta V all over delta T as delta T approaches 0, or that is derivative of velocity per over time, or that is the second derivative of speed with respect to time. So let us solve some problems regarding velocity. So let's say we have to find the velocity and acceleration when the time is equals to 2 for s is equals to 8t squared minus 3t, s equals to t, 3, t cubed, t cubed minus 3t minus 5, and s is equals to 20 minus 4t squared minus t to the fourth. So, didire-diretso na natin yan ng pag-solve. So, sa number 1, again, this is S is equals to 8t squared minus 3t. So, pag kinuha natin yung velocity, that is the first derivative of S, that is 16t minus 3. Kaso may value tayo ng t. So, para makuha natin yung velocity, that is 16 times 2 minus 3. Then the velocity is 29 meter per second. Acceleration. Sa acceleration, dun tayo sa velocity titingin. So, para makuha natin yung acceleration, derive lang natin yung velocity. So, that is equals to 16. So, ito na yung yung acceleration natin na 16 meter per second squared. Okay, number 2. Number 2, S is equals to, ay, sorry. S is equals to t cube minus 3t minus 5. So, yung velocity natin, first derivative ng S, so you get 3t squared, 3t squared minus 3. So, again, may value tayo ng t, which is 2. Substitute lang natin yon. So, 3 times 2 squared minus 3. So, yung V natin is 9 meter per second velocity. Acceleration. So, ang acceleration, dito tayo titingin ulit sa velocity. So, derive lang natin ulit dyan. So, you get 60. O yan, 60 na lang. So, yung acceleration, substitute natin yung 2. We get 6 times 2. So, acceleration is 12 meter per second squared. Okay. And last number 3. So, number 3 tayo. Sabi, S is equals to 20 minus 40 squared minus t to the fourth. Okay, so yung velocity natin dito is negative 8t minus 4t cube. So, substitute natin ulit yung 2. So, yung B natin, sorry, kaka-delay sa drawing pad. Yan. B natin is negative 8 times 2 minus 4 times 2 cube. So, yung V natin ngayon is negative 48 meter per second. Okay lang naman magkaroon ng negative velocity tsaka negative acceleration. Ang ibig sabihin lang naman nun is bumabagal yung takbo. Na bumabagal yung takbo nung ating nung object, no? Bumabagal yung takbo ng object. Okay? So, pag kunin naman natin yung acceleration, again, sa velocity tayo titingin. So, that is negative 8 minus 12t squared. So, substitute ulit natin yung 2. Get negative 8 minus 12 times 2 squared. So, acceleration is negative 56 meter per second squared. Okay, so yun na yung application ni higher order derivative pagdating sa velocity and acceleration. Punta naman tayo sa time rates. So let's say sa problem number 1, a man is walking toward the foot of a tower 80 feet high at the rate of 6 miles per hour. At what rate does he approach the top of the tower when he is 60 feet or 60 feet from its foot? So maganda dyan, idodrawing muna natin siya. Alright. So sa time rates na tayo, sa number 1, i-drawing muna natin. So sabi natin, meron tayong tower. Ayan, may tower tayo. So yung tower natin, tas may tao, yung tao naglalakad papunta sa tower. So gusto niyang gawin is panikin yung tower. Okay. So, meron tayong mga given na sukat. So, sabi natin, itong tower niya is 80 feet high. Tapos yung layo nung mama sa tower, this is 60 feet. Tapos naglalakad siya, no? Naglalakad siya, yung rate niya ng paglalakad papunta sa foot ng tower ay 4 miles per hour. So, ang hinahanap natin ngayon, yung rate niya para panikin yung tower. No? So, yung DH all over DT. So, ang ano natin dito, magiging ano natin dito is itong hypotenuse. Okay? So, pwede naman natin yung isolve kagad using Pythagorean theorem. So, using Pythagorean, ano yung hypotenuse eh? Sabi natin a squared plus b squared is equals to c squared. In this case, yung a squared natin ay 60 squared. Tapos yung b squared natin ay 80 squared. Equal yan sa h squared. So we'll have here 10,000, no? 10,000 equal sa h squared. So, makukuha natin, no? Squaring both sides. Squaring both sides, makancel yung square dito. Okay? Makukuha nating h. H is equals to, ano lang pala to? Sorry. 1,000 lang siya. So, dito ko na lang susulat yan. H squared is equals to 1,000. So, square root natin to. Square root natin to. Makancel yung square dito, no, sa kaliwa. So, ang H natin ngayon will be 100. Tama ba? 10,000 nga. Sorry. Sulat natin ulit. Sorry. Wait lang. So, tingnan muna natin. 60 squared. That is 3,600. 80 squared. That is 6,400. O, tama nga, 10,000 is equals to h squared. So, yung h squared natin, ito correct na to. Equal yan sa 10,000. Ayan. So, square root both sides. Square root both sides. Okay, cancel. Ang magiging value ng h natin ngayon is 100 feet. So, itong h na to is 100 feet. Pero hinahanap natin kasi yung rate niya, no? Rate niya na pagpanik sa tower. Kaya, ang gagawin natin ngayon is equate natin yung ito s squared plus using Pythagorean pa rin to, 80 squared is equals to h squared. So, magkakaroon na tayo ngayon ng implicit na function. So, ang ano natin, ang tawag dito, um, ano na natin siya, i-differentiate na natin siya using the implicit differentiation. So ito, s squared magiging 2s ds with respect to dt. Kasi with time tayo ngayon, no? Plus 0 is equals to 2h dh with respect to dt. Okay? So, makakuha tayo ngayon ng equation ng dh all over dt. Divide both sides lang natin yan ng 2h. Divide both sides by 2h. So, makakancel dito. Yung 2 dito makakancel. So, ang magiging equation ng dh all over dt natin ay s all over h. S all over h ds all over dt. So, yung tatlong to, given na siya, no? So, yung dh all over dt natin, substitute na natin yung mga value. Yung s kasi natin, yan ay 60. 60 feet. Yung h natin, yan ay 100 feet. Tapos yung ds all over dt natin, yan ay 6 miles per hour. Okay? So ito, makancel yung unit ng feet. Tapos ito, magiging 6. Ito, magiging, or pwedeng, ito maging, ah, tama, 6. Ito magiging 6. Ito magiging 10. So, ang dh all over dt natin ngayon, 6 times 6, 36 divided by 10, 3.6. So, ang dh all over dt is equals to 3.6 miles per hour. So, yan yung rate niya para marating niya yung tuktok ng ating tower. Okay? So sa number 2 problem naman, a 15 feet ladder leans against a vertical wall. If the top starts sliding downward at the rate of 4 feet per second, how fast the lower end moves when it is 12 feet from the wall? Okay, drawing din natin ulit yan. So sa number 2, ang sabi dito, may hagdan tayo. May wall, ayan, may wall. Tapos nakalin sa wall, yun hagdanan. Na ang sukat ng hagdanan natin ay 15 feet. Tapos, sabi, bumabagsak yung hagdanan at the rate of 4 feet per second. And then, ang gusto natin mangyari or mahanap is gaano kabilis tong ladder na to bumagsak, no? Bumagsak from the wall. So, ito yung hahanapin natin. Ito yung hanapin natin. Okay? Pero, meron pang isang given. Sabi, yung etong side na to is 12 feet, no? Okay. So, solve natin. So, una muna natin gagawin sa Pythagorean theorem para mahanap natin itong y. Itong y. So, we get x squared plus y squared is equals to 15 squared. Kaso, ang x natin is 12 feet. So, that is 12 squared plus y squared is equals to 15 squared. So, yung y squared natin, equal yan sa square root ng square root ng 225 minus 144. Okay, saan ang galing yun? Yung 12 na to, equal yan sa 144. Ito, ito ay 225. So, itong 144, nilipat ko lang dito. No, naging less 144 siya. Kasi ni-square root ko. So, square root natin both sides. So, makakancel yung square root dito sa kaliwa. Okay? Ang matitira na lang sa atin ay ay, sorry, y is equals to square root of 81 to. So, square root of 81. So, y is equals to 9 feet. Eh, pero, gusto natin mahanap yung dx all over dt. So, etong equation na to, no? Ito yung i-differentiate natin. Using implicit, using implicit differentiation. Okay? So, using implicit differentiation, we get 2x dx dt plus 2y dy all over dt. So, meron tayong dy all over dt, no? Is equals to 0. Okay. Then, transpose natin yung itong term na to, 2x dx over dt sa kanan. So, we get 2y dy all over dt is equals to negative 2x dx all over dt. Tapos, divide both sides by 2y. Divide both sides by 2y. Para yung nasa kaliwa na lang is dy all over dt. So, makakancel to dito. Makancel yung 2. So, ang magiging equation natin, is dy all over dt is equals to negative x dx all over dt, negative x all over y dx all over dt. Okay. And then, palitan na natin ng mga given, no? So, yung dy all over dt natin, dy all over dt, equal yan sa, yung x natin ay negative. Yung x na nakuha natin kanina ay, baliktad, sorry. Erase, erase, erase to. Erase, 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 erase. Baliktad, baliktad. Sorry, baliktad. Ang wala pala tayo yung dx all over dt. Ayan. Dx all over dt pala tayo. Sorry, baliktad. Erase, 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 erase. So, ito pala yung itatranspose natin. Yung 2y dy all over dt. Okay. So, again, this is 2x dx all over dt is equals to negative 2y dy all over dt. Okay? So, divide both sides by, ayan, tama na to. Kasi dx all over dt, wala tayo. Okay, 2x divided by 2x. So, cancel. Cancel tayo. Cancel yung 2. So, ang magiging equation natin ay dx all over dt is equals to negative y all over x. Yan. Ito, tama na to. dy all over dt. Ayan. Kasi ang wala sa atin, dx all over dt. So, pwede na natin i-substitute yung mga values nila. No? So, yung dx all over dt natin, equal yan sa negative 9 times, pababa kasi yung direction ng y. So, magiging negative ano siya? Negative 4, no? Feet per second divided by yung x natin equal yan sa 12. Ayan, 12. So, this is dx over dt to dt. Ayan. Dx over dt natin equal yan sa this is positive 36 divided by 12. That is 3 feet per second. So, yan yung rate, no? Yan yung rate nung ladder natin na along x-axis na bumababa, no? Pababa siya. So, yan yung rate niya. So, again, para malaman natin kung may natutunan kayo sa lesson na to, please do the practice exercise, no? And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment in this in the YouTube, no? So again, thank you and bye-bye. See you on the next lesson.